Hey Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a mid-month look. See what's going on from now until, let's say, like the beginning of March. I ask my angels, guides, spirits, ancestors, God to watch over this reading. Help me to provide clear and accurate messages to my Sagittarius collective. Help them to hear and see what it is that they need from this reading and direct any evil ill will away. I thank you in advance, my guides. Alright, Sagittarius. First of all, I don't pick the order of these readings just so it will be fair. Sorry you are last, but you know what they say, save the best for last, right? I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate it. I saw the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So what I'm seeing is possibly you could have received an offer from somebody from your past. Could have been a friend, a partner, a family member, something that you had very fond memories of. And that was just in the cut. So we'll see going forward what kind of information is going on. And please excuse the bandage on my wrist. I've got a fresh tattoo and I need it to heal before I uncover it. I don't want it to be all crusty on the videos. Okay, come on. What do we have for the overall energy for my... What other sign was doing this, Virgo? You might be dealing with a Virgo or an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person. Or you could be just analytically thinking of things and really getting to the bottom of situations, ready to cut people off if they do not, excuse me, meet up to what it is that you need in this current moment. The Nine of Cups is crossing you here. We have had the strangest crossing cards, I'd say, this go round. And for me, the Nine of Cups crossing you would be maybe you're not giving yourself enough love. Which is kind of keeping you from feeling secure, happy, independent. Get more into it. Okay. Current energy, Queen of Swords. This to me is always, it reminds me of like the Ice Queen. Very sharp and just ready to cut anybody and everybody that comes near her. She's very analytical. She doesn't really deal with too much emotions. And if it's not saying that she doesn't have emotion, it's just saying like she doesn't even pay her emotions any mind, right? Because she doesn't really let her emotions lead her or guide her. It's all about her thoughts. And thoughts are kind of tricky because a lot of time our thoughts come from our egos or from past experiences. So there's been a judgment call, or you're making a judgment call. You may have felt like somebody left you out in the cold. Somebody may have been like an in and out energy. Because you have the Five of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Knight of Wands. And it's almost like you just were like, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. Like, F you, F you, F you, F you, F you. Move. get out of here. Very sharp. And what you need to remember, for me, I kind of feel like you put like a deep freeze on your heart. And if you put a deep freeze on your heart, not only are you not loving other people, you're not loving yourself. And that could be why this Nine of Cups is crossing you. And because it's like an inverted card, or it's crossing, it's kind of that in between. Like you're just kind of floating in the middle of, like, you're not happy, you're not sad, you're not really anything. So this month their challenge is going to be to really tap into that heart center, even if it's just loving yourself. Not feeling because when we get into that energy of like not happy, not sad, we start filling our cup with like other vices, like could be cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, food, anything like that. When that Nine of Cups becomes turned upside down, or becomes a challenge to really tap into, like I said, we start filling it with empty things. So just be very careful. Maybe this is the month to like get back into your heart center. Like, I understand being in that Queen of Swords energy. I understand getting to the place where you're like, I'm just done. I'm done. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Done, done, done. Right? Okay. You could be surrounded by a lot of things right now. Possibly after you've gone through like this death and rebirth. Could have had a lot of options. And like I said, you could be... okay. It's like you want to make movement, but you're not making movement. You're just almost feeling like death. You're seeing the options and you're just like, no. Like you're just picking the one that... So my advice is to get into this Nine of Cups. Really tap into that heart center. Like, be reborn after the death. Because if not, you're going to be stuck at this Two of Wands of making a decision. You've got plenty of choices here. Like, you may have completed a total cycle and now you don't know where to go. And that in itself is not the energy of manifestation or happiness. It's almost like just start doing small things for yourself. Start working on yourself. Maybe there's some things that still need to be healed or let go of. Because if you're still sitting in a cold place, there's still some things that... Okay, here's the healing card. Okay. So yeah, your main focus this month is to like move past the past. And heal from it. Or heal the past. Because it might be like a slow moving chariot here to heal. It's going to take a lot of patience to leave the past behind you. But it's time to start doing the work so that you can build this Four of Wands energy, this happy, secure, solid life that you want. And it's gonna be like slow, you know. Sometimes healing doesn't come very fast. I don't know anybody that's healed correctly that it's just happened overnight. Like, we're constantly in a healing journey. So we may heal one thing and then something else comes up and then we need to heal that too. So just be patient, not only with the situation, but with yourself as well. In the past, I see you may have dealt with a lot of fighting, competition, arguments. Just had a really hard time getting to the top. Really wanting to, though. And that's when you closed your heart down. Somebody could have made you fight for their love, fight for a job. The Five of Wands. You may have had to like knock other people down along the way. And the reason why I say it could have had to do with the person is because the King of Wands is here. And the Four of Pentacles. This is like, you see, she's locked every gate. Got 4 locks on this treasure that she's holding on to. And to me, I feel like that's your heart. You've like locked it down. You've put the fire out. And maybe at that time, like you were just done fighting for it. You received some kind of truth and you're like, you know what? Boom. Shut it down. Lights out. Put that heart on ice real quick. And then you have the Chariot in your thoughts too, along with the Three of Wands. So there is going to be movement. But it looks like it's going to be something that happens very quickly. Something that happens that you don't quite see it. Something that you have been manifesting though. And it could be a very slow moving journey to get to this Ten of Pentacles. Because there's still some things that need to be worked out. But it's like rebuilding after something's been destroyed. And these are reflected onto each one of these. The tower may have fallen. And at the time that the tower fell, you almost unintentionally manifested what's coming in next, which would be this Ten of Pentacles. Happy home, happy life, happy family. Or whatever your happily ever after is in your eyes. And you're like, I'm gonna rebuild it stronger this time. And for now, you may not, because I don't really see many cups here. I don't see much love here. And that's because your heart's kind of frozen. But possibly, what you're not seeing, or what you don't see coming, is this King of Wands over here again. And I see him back here in your past. So, let's clarify who this King of Wands is. And whether this might be you in the past and you in the future. Because remember, I said back here, you put the fire out. It's done. That could just be you put your own fire out back here. And then there's healing and rebuilding. But in the near future, this fire might be returning. The strength to go on might return. Or is returning. Or whoever this person is. You know, gender's not specific. So if you're female, don't say, well, I'm not a man. But are you passionate? Are you fiery? Do you identify as a fire sign? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So what's clarifying this King of Wands is just basically what I said. The Four of Swords, the World, the Ace of Pentacles. Basically, you're going to be healing that part of yourself that hurt you and that made you shut down your heart. Once you complete that cycle and get to the point where you're ready to advance forward with the Chariots, like I said, it might be slow moving. There's going to be a brand new opportunity here that's going to present itself, and it's going to be able to use the fire within yourself to thaw the ice around your heart. So just be patient with yourself. Like I said, this might just be a couple weeks of, I think everybody's had a pretty hard time this go round when it comes to, it looks like a lot of shadow is being processed. Really just cleaning out the cobwebs or the dark spaces within us that have been infecting us for quite some time. I'm going to pull an animal spirit for like an overall for this reading. Let's see. What animals? There's too many cards, Spirit. I can't give Sagittarius the whole deck. Alright. Let's try this again. Uno más. Okay. Okay. It's the second time this one flipped over, so it's got to be Squirrel Spirit. Believe in yourself. You can do this. It's all about being patient with yourself, loving yourself, knowing that you can do it. You storing them nuts for the winter. You know, this is winter time, but you ready to store them again after that cold thaws in your heart space. And remember, only take what resonates for you. This reading may not be for everybody. It may be for one or two of you. Or not. That's the third time that card came out. Someone is expecting. Someone around you. That was funny how that came out. I'm going to tell you in a second. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so I was saying pregnancy. It might be you. And someone else came out. So I'm like, no, it must not be you. Someone is expecting. Someone around you or somebody attached to somebody that you know might be expecting. And then we get the someone else card. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. That could be that competition back here in the past. And then it says move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, and it's over. So at this current moment, that might be exactly what you're doing, why you've closed that heart up. But maybe what you're not understanding is, though, even though you close that heart down, if you don't heal what made your heart be put on ice, it's going to be a continuous cycle. You're going to open your heart again and then have to heal. So just try to do it all before you defrost your heart this time and really just move on. Because something or someone in the situation is unavailable right now. It might change in the future. It might not. No promises. But I'm wishing y'all the very best. I love y'all guys to the moon, stars, and Mars. Hopefully you got something from this. If you did, smash the like button for me. Subscribe to my channel. I love y'all guys to the moon, stars, and Mars. And I'll see you in the next one.